So van life isn't all sunshine, rainbows, idyllic park-ups, chasing sunsets and Instagram pictures, because we have broken down. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are on another winter camp. It's no snowing this time, but it is biting. So we are at Mallorca Bay, if you've not already guessed with the drone footage. So this is a free park up, but because it's in the Loch Lomond camping management, it means that from March to September you need a permit to camp here. But I'll definitely be back here in the summer or even spring and get some paddleboarding on that water. There is actually public toilets, if you can see here. Men, women and disabled. And there is also water as well, so if you need water you can fill up there. Fun fact is you actually pass this on the West Highland Way, and myself and Scott done it in October there, so that video is still to come out. And we come down through this part here. So if you can see the entrance there, you'll come out through there, walk along here, and then obviously you can stop at the toilets there, and there you've got the water facility there, drinking water, so you can fill your water up, which is pretty nice. So if you don't know where Mallorca Bay is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, because as you know on the channel I can't pronounce it right. This is next to Balmaha, or Ben Lomond car park. So I just noticed something as well. My trip that I did in Glencoe reached over 20,000 views, and about 400 or 500 of you subscribed from that one video, so thank you. If you aren't aware already, I do have another channel called ROBNDOB. That was mostly for trips and stuff in my camper van, but due to getting a lot of sponsorship and stuff like that, I've had to split the channels up, which is why I started Doon the Road in the first place. So if you want to see beautiful places and you want to see a camper van getting built, Doon the Road's your channel. If you want to see what products you should put in your van, or any van life tips, hacks and tricks, then ROBNDOB will be your channel for that. And there's your West Highland Way signpost there. So as you can see, this just stretches all the way around. But I can't wait to get in that with a paddleboard. But I've come down to Mallorca Bay just to chill out for a bit. And I think I'm going to get some gaming done. It's funny because when I'm walking along this, I just feel as though it was only yesterday that me and Scott were doing it. Getting a wee bit of PTSD with it. But the West Highland Way video is coming soon, so if you want to see it, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. It is a bit of a beast, because when I put the footage on the timeline, it was roughly about 16 hours worth. Do you know what, let's start walking back a bit because it is starting to rain a wee bit. I put all the footage on the Final Cut timeline and it was something like 16 hours worth of footage. Now granted, a lot of the footage was just me leaving the camera on while we're walking and stuff. It's still 16 hours worth of footage that I need to go through. I am aiming for trying to get the episode for all 7 days down to minimum 2 hours. I don't want it to go any longer than that, so if I can break it down into 2 hours, then that would be good. Because when I do trip videos, I like to record them for people that maybe can't go on the trip themselves, or maybe they can't leave the house, maybe they don't have transport. So I like to be as detailed as I can and show as much as I can, obviously within reason. Truth be told, I've actually edited day one. I think that came in at roughly about 15 minutes. So if I can get 15 minutes in each day, I'll hit that target no bother. And fun fact as well, when people talk about the West Highland Way, every single person will say the toughest part is the Loch Lomond section. And I'll agree, it is, but nobody talks about the other part. You'll walk all the way along there and it's beautiful, it's tranquil, and then you get to the caravan park and then you'll keep walking round, probably round the other side of that, and it's something called Salakay or Salakay Bay. But when you get there, you then have to climb again, and it's a massive vertical incline, and nobody talks about that, but you'll see it all in the video with Scott. We were expecting the Loch Lomond part to start further up, but it starts at Salakay Bay. Trust me, when you get to this part here, Malarkey Bay, fuel up, do the toilet, maybe have an energy bar or replace the electrolytes before you hit that Salakay part. So you'll see what I mean when I put the West Highland Way up. We're here at the weekend and I thought it was going to be mobbed, but it's winter innit. What a view. So I think it's going to be a nice cosy 3 to 5 degrees. Just means we don't really need to run the diesel heater as much. I'm going to come back here with my paddleboard, given how close it is to the water as well. Check this. How good does that look? Oh, love the smell of coffee. See, now the fog and the rain's actually moved, I can see the islands, and I think that was the one that I paddleboarded to. So you can barely see them, but there's wee islands dotted along Loch Lomond. So Luss is over the opposite side of the water, and we paddleboarded over to one of the wee islands. It was Inchlonig, that one there. So we basically paddleboarded from Luss all the way over to Inchlonig, and that's where we are now. So I did ahead. So if you've ever thought about paddleboarding to the islands on Loch Lomond, I'll leave the video up here. You can go and check it out and see how easy or how hard it is. Do you know what I think I'm going to do in the first 2 or 3 years that I've had Dobby? I think tonight I'm going to bring my bed out, as in make it into a cosy double, because I have finished it and I think where we are tonight could be the place to test it. So I think we'll do that tonight. If you're coming from the old channel, you'll know how much I hate it. So it was basically something like that, and it was just a cushion and the board was in the back of it, but to get it out I had to undo the safety pins and then pull it out, and it was just a faff. I'm going to show you a wee bit of what the build looks like just now in terms of the kitchen setup, the toilet, and how the electrics is looking. So just recently finished was the kitchen worktop, and as you can see, nice and solid. And under here we've got storage, and down the bottom behind there is storage as well. And I am thinking of closing this off completely and then putting a door here. So I think initially this used to come out to about here, but I wanted to make this a wee bit shorter just so I had more of a entranceway. And on the last build as well, if you can see here, we used to have a sink here. As I said, I've opted for no sink. And the only simple reason why I don't have a sink in here is because I barely used the last one. But for the people that want to say, well, how do you get clean? How do you wash dishes and all the rest of it? I am getting a collapsible bowl so that I can basically just put water in it, and then when I'm not using it, fold it away. I've been out in this van for like 2 or 3 years, and maybe if the van was bigger, then you've got that space to spare, but in a micro camper, you don't. Every piece of space, you need to use it, so that's why I get rid of it. As you can see, I do need to get the new cushions for this because this is overlapping the toilet, but this will all be cut in line. But this is basically where the toilet is. Shutting. This was something that was a mandatory thing to get in the van. As you can see, I've got wood chips or bark or something in there. I go to a lot of places and the toilet isn't always available. I've had pretty much every toilet you can think of for a camper van. I've had the chemical, I've had a folding toilet, I've had a pee bottle, and now I'm onto the composting toilet. The composting toilet is just so much better because it separates the liquids from the solids. Getting this installed was one of my main priorities for this van. I just need to centre it and stuff like that, but having that in the van is just, oh, it's so good. So I was gifted this toilet by Trolino for reviewing it for them, and check this, this is the main feature of this toilet. A soft close lid, pity I don't have it with this part. I have a soft closed toilet in my van. So unnecessary for van life, but it's there. The electric setup isn't finished, it's just a temporary placeholder, because as you saw in the Glencoe video, the wires were all over the place over there, so this was just to try and put them in the one place. But have a look. And again, all of this wood's getting painted and wrapped and all the rest of it. So it's just a simple fuse board. I've got this metal plate here just to keep it off the wood, and I have put the diesel heater on a switch as well. This is just the bed extension, because initially it was just nothing, but under here, as you can see, I've got the Bluetti Elite 100 V2, and behind that we've got the Charger 2 there as well. So again, I need to find a place for the Charger 2. So one of the things I love about the Bluetti Elite 100 is how small it is. As you can see, we can fit it in that space under there, whereas before the Bluetti was all the way under there. So the fact that's now under a dead space is just amazing. But if I'm being honest, the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 isn't going to be staying there, because I do have another power station in the van that, again, I don't know when this video's coming out, so I don't know if I can show you or not. Do you know what, I'll give a wee sneak peek just because you're all subscribed. But I just don't know when this video's coming out, if it's going to be out before the launch date or before it, so unfortunately I can't show you. But that's the build so far. We are getting there. It's so nice just to have this worktop back up again to put things on, because the last time, as you saw in Glencoe, everything was just everywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is get some dinner on the go and use the air fryer this time. It's not until I took my jacket off that I've realised it is actually a bit cold. I can't wait to get into this tonight. This was the MVP of the Glencoe trip. This thing was keeping me nice and toasty. This cable is literally just long enough to reach the power station. So what's on the night's menu? Again, the fridge hasn't been done yet, but I am going to cut this bed so that I can lift the lid up, because it's just going to make it a lot easier to get into this fridge. So we are going to have hot and spicy chicken skewers, and I did get fries to go. We'll leave them in there just now and we'll make the skewers first. See, my initial idea was to put the fridge on like a piece of wood and have it on a bracket, so it would be on runners to come out and then you just slide it back in and stuff. But again, this is a micro camper, having that kind of design just isn't feasible in here, so I'll save that for the bigger van. There you go. So we could fit the 4 in it if we wanted to, but because I want to have a wee portion of chips, we'll go for 3. Go for 15 minutes, 180. 15 minutes, go. So this is going to heat the van up as well, which is good. So I did bring my mug, my green tea, but no sign of cutlery. I present to you one spork. Actually, this is my favourite spork. I've used this for nearly every meal in Dobby, and I've got a spatula, but it's seen better days. Right, let's get the chips. So the chips are just literally everywhere and we need to make them up. Oh, they look banging. They're normally a lot more glazed, but they look a wee bit dry, and that could be with that rubber liner, because they don't do that with the paper one. And I don't have any plates either, so we're going to use another air fryer liner to put them in. Aye, next bin spared here. There you go. 180 as well, yep. We'll go for 20 minutes. Spicy. They do taste a wee bit drier than what they're normally like, and I think it's to do with the liner. Still nice though. I'd say they're done. Now let's try them. Very crunchy. I feel if I maybe coated them with a bit of oil, they would have been less crispy. So I'm going to have a couple more of these and then we'll get set up for gaming. I was on my way to the bin and I couldn't find it. Check this. Like, it's pitch black. The toilet's well there, but as you can see, it's just pitch black now. So there's a camper over there, and there's two at the other end, but I think I'm going to put my window covers up because I look a wee bit exposed here. Check this. You can basically see what I'm doing. Let's get the window covers up. I don't need everybody seeing what I'm doing. So when I do upgrade the van this year, I'm not going for a van with 360 windows again. And then we can just pull the curtain at the back. So this is a powerful laptop, but unfortunately the fan noise is just something else. So I did bring my speakers because I was looking to do music, and I've wired them up and I've came to realise that I don't have the power cord for them. So we need to put up with the crappy laptop speakers. We can't win them all, so let's just see how well the lag is. So the other problem as well is I brought my 18-inch monitor and I forgot to bring the cables for that as well, so we need to make do. So basically you need to finish the trial and not get caught, obviously. But it can be pretty terrifying. Bye. But lag-wise, it's actually non-existent. It's actually pretty decent, considering we're only going through hotspot. Oh, you're kidding me on. Where's the Jenny? Ah, I thought the generator was going to be in here. Oh no. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, you did not hear me, you did not hear me, you did not hear me, you did not hear me. Oh. Oh, whoops. What the hell is it? Shouldn't be that easy. There is it. I'll be honest, that one was very uneventful. I'm gutted about my speakers because I was looking forward to doing music tomorrow, but I'll just need to do it with headphones. This game is brutal. If you like Rainbow Six and stuff, you'll like this. But this is a bit more grittier, so this is Ready or Not. Why would you run back into the house? Oh, do you know what? I'm just knackered. And the thing is, when I was playing, the van's going like that because it is extremely windy. And as I'm playing, I'm just going, oh, so I'm falling asleep. So let me show you how easy it is to make the bed. It would obviously make it a lot easier if the foam was the right size. Lift that there and just pull this one over. And then we can pop the cushions back. Put this one down here. Now, obviously, because I can't even remember to bring power cords for speakers, I don't have a bed sheet either. We just need to make it work. There you are. There's just tons of room. As you can see, I still sleep on the same side, but I still have all of this room. But I'll leave it down and I'll try it for the night and see how I go on with it. But I'm digging it. I've just realised that I've got my sleeping bag there as well, so I could put the sleeping bag down to lie on that, but oh, I can't be bothered. This will do, so I'm going to get ready for bed and I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace.
Maybe that's where your family went. They're safe there.
Nowhere near Robert House is safe.
It is another windy and wet one today, so let's get a wee green tea on. Can you hear that wind? Oh. Having the full bed out was comfy, but if I'm being honest, I found myself constantly lying on this side, so I don't know if I'll use it that much. I'll tell you what though, this place gets mobbed for early in the morning as well. Oh. Put this out the way. Excuse me. So following the trend of forgetting things, I forgot to bring a plate or a bowl to make pancake and eggs. So I think we'll just have the pancakes. This is why you should get in your van when you're building it, so that you can see what you want to change and stuff. Some green tea and high protein banana pancakes. I seen something bobbing up and down in the lock and I didn't know what it was, and I zoomed in with my camera and it was actually somebody swimming in that. I'm not a cold water person at all. Let me know in the comments if you are. I just don't get it. I really don't. These would have been nicer if I had hot eggs to go with them. I think I'm going to get back in my bed, have my breakfast and enjoy that view. See, it looks all peaceful now, but this morning it was blowing a gale. It's just stunning, isn't it? Somebody's making bacon. It smells lovely. So again, if you're doing the West Highland Way, when you get round to that bit round there, I think it's Saloke Bay. That's when the real test starts. That's probably what sets you up for Loch Lomond. So guys, I think I'm going to call it for the end of the episode. If you did go and enjoy the episode, why not drop a wee like and let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, why not get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I drop a new video. Until the next one guys, peace. So van life isn't all sunshine, rainbows, idyllic park ups, chasing sunsets and Instagram pictures, because we have broken down. We have literally just left Malachi Bay and I was heading to the next park up and aye, this happened. So now I'm just currently waiting on the AA. I think it might be my alternator. When I was driving, the car felt a bit sluggish. The car engine light came on and it was just like flashing, kind of like the indicators are just now, and then the battery came on. Sorry, that was the just phoning me to tell me they're 10-15 minutes away. So like I was saying, the engine light came on and it was flashing intermittently, just like the indicators, and then the battery light came on. So I've managed to get up the hill and I've pulled over to this wee farm bit here. I got out and just went to check all the terminals on the battery and stuff, just to make sure they weren't loose or anything. And when I get back in the car, I've tried to turn the key and you can hear it trying to start. Like, you can hear it, but it's just no catching. Because the lights have come on, I'm kind of under the impression the battery's fine, but the fact that it's not starting, I'm thinking it's the alternator. Now the thing is, when you buy a second-hand car, you obviously have to account for repairs coming, because unless you buy it brand new, then you don't know what's been done on the car. Oh, there's A now. Hey. He's away to do a U-turn, he'll be back. Poor Dobby, he's recovered. He's no more. 2 vans. We've had 2 vans full recovery for Dobby.